Can people change their attachment styles? Yes. Does that mean that everybody will? No. And let's talk about why. Our attachment style isn't fixed. It is shaped by experience and our nervous system. And it's very important for us to remember that the nervous system is a plastic system. This means that it has the ability to rewire, change, and learn new patterns. This process is what we call neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new neural connections in response to new inputs and experiences, which means that the brain can learn to develop new outputs, which can be movement patterns, emotional responses, and behaviours. So, for example, in chronic musculoskeletal pain and injury, which is the area of healthcare I've been working in for almost 20 years, in some of the chronic pain research, when they look at people with chronic pain, different areas of the brain light up in response to movement as opposed to those people that don't have chronic pain. So for those that don't have chronic pain, the movement centers of the brain will often light up. However, for those people who are experiencing chronic pain in response to movement, their memory and emotional centers light up more than the actual sensory or motor areas in response to that movement or input. So in this example, what's happening is the body is responding to movement from memory. So it means that the body isn't necessarily responding to actual physical danger or tissue damage, which is often what we interpret movement and pain to equate to, but to learned experiences associating movement with pain or tissue injury. So the brain remembers the threat. It doesn't mean that it is currently under threat, meaning that a lot of people, the pain that they're experiencing in response to movement isn't equating to there being actual tissue damage occurring. Now, attachment patterns essentially work in the same way. It is an input, it is what our brain processes and interprets that input to mean, and then we see the output, which is the physiological response or the behavioral response. So if your nervous system has learnt that closeness equates to danger, or love will equal rejection, it will learn to anticipate threat even in safe relational dynamics. So just like how the brain can unlearn movement associations with pain, which again is the area that I've been working in for near 20 years, it can also unlearn emotional and relational threat responses. Now, this occurs through consistent exposure or experiences of safety, self-regulation, therapy, and healthy relationships. So can everyone change their attachment style? Theoretically, yes. Does that mean that everybody will? No. Because changing attachment styles requires awareness, introspection, support, and a lot of repetition over time. So you're not just learning new behaviors, you are retraining your entire nervous system and body to believe that safety and connection can coexist.